Welcome to Field of Fork. I'm Abby J, and I hope you all had a great holiday season. It's time to reset. January, we slow down, we want to eat better, but we don't want to change ourselves to where it's not realistic. So my show today is about eating well, eating better, following a routine, and what we do put into our bodies. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you how to make a vegetable broth and chicken soup. It's one of my favorites. And the main thing I do here is I make my own broth. I get my 2 chicken breasts from Ingles, and I've already cooked this. And what I've got left is my broth. And that's gonna make it richer. It's better for you. And if you can't do that, you can always do Laura Lynn chicken broth. You'll need about 6 cups of this, and it just smells so yummy. It's wonderful. So then what I do is I take carrots, zucchini, onions, and celery. I've already cooked this, so I'm going to add this into the broth. You'll have 2 carrots, 2 celeries, 2 zucchinis, and 1 onion, and 1 clove of garlic. The chicken will go next. And I've added some beans. These are northern kidney beans, the white kidney beans, and 1 can of diced tomatoes. It's a 28-ounce can. And I've got this is 2 cups. It says 1 cup, but I love spinach. Spinach gives you so much iron, and it's so good for you again. And what we're gonna do is stir this up like so. And we're gonna add our salt, pepper, and it says Italian season, but I like tarragon. It's a little bit stronger taste. And okay, we're gonna get this on the oven and let it cook about 30 minutes. And in the meantime, fruit is another thing that really boosts your immunity. It makes you feel good, so eat lots of fruit. Ingles has your tangerines, they have your oranges, apples, grapefruit, bananas, and the most important thing here is hydration. They have flavored water. If you just don't like water, Ingles, they have grape, they have mixed berry, they have lemon, and it's wonderful. If you don't want to buy the flavored water, you could, of course, do your own water and put your own fruit into the water and let it sit for about 2 to 3 hours, and you'll have the same thing. Also, they have a really good section of teas. So remember to stay hydrated, and we're going to come back and show you what this wonderful soup looks like. And we're back, and this delicious soup is going to be so good. It is full of everything that makes you feel good, full of energy, and we've paired it off with this delicious bread right out of the bakery at Ingles. So here we go. We're off to a great start, and I'll be back with my next guest.
It's time to discover the convenience and time savings of contact-free pickup with Ingles Curbside. Just visit shop.ingles-markets.com or download the app. And your Ingles personal shopper gets to work with specialized training on how to select the freshest items for a pre-scheduled pickup. They'll even text you with updates. You pull up to a designated space and your personal shopper delivers your items right to your vehicle. Fresh, fast, and affordable. It's all in the bag. Ingles. Low prices. Love the savings.
Welcome back to Field of Fork, and I have a special guest of mine today. She's so involved in one of my favorite organizations, the Food Bank of Northeast Georgia. Welcome.
Thank you.
This is Inger Smith.
Nice to see you, Abby. It's
Nice
great to be here.
Yeah. How have you been?
I've been great. I've been
Good.
doing really well. Yeah, just enjoying my position at the food bank and getting ready for a bunch of new programs that we're going to kick off after the first of the year. So that's been very exciting.
Well, I know I want to be involved in those because that's one of the things I love about the food bank is all the teaching classes, all the things that James is doing there right now, right?
Absolutely. And we're starting a new program, a new series of programs. We really want to involve the community more and have more chef-driven classes, more revenue-generating classes, so we can teach classes to people who are our member agencies. For example, the students in all the surrounding counties that we service, children, kids'
Oh, that would be
classes.
perfect because, you know, you're a resource. Having a resource like that is so important to this community. I mean, I've had to take classes way back in the day. I would go to the Cook's Warehouse,
Sure.
Viking School. You are our resource now, and that's
is.
wonderful.
It is wonderful, and it's wonderful to have that resource in our community, which you're right. I mean, we would have to go to the Cook's Warehouse or wherever, Williams-Sonoma back in the day.
Oh, right. I
Right,
used to
right.
show my product at Williams-Sonoma. I
Yep.
got lots of dear friends there.
So we are super excited, and I don't know if you know the history of the Teaching Kitchen, but we had a lot of help from Cook's Warehouse in Atlanta when it originally was built, and we still have, I mean, we have the best quality equipment and just a wonderful group of volunteers that help us there on a regular basis, and so it's a great place to be.
Well, it brings people together. You know, I'm an advocate for agriculture and bringing those local farms with products, and what you do and I love to do is promote those people together, from the farmer to the kitchen to the students, and teaching them how to eat better. That's what I love to do.
That's right, absolutely. And the one of our mottos at the food bank is every neighbor having enough food every day. And so
Right.
as far as my specific role running the Teaching Kitchen and even the commercial kitchen, at a later date we can talk more about that. But education is so important, and the people in our community receive food from the food bank but often don't know how to use it. And so that's where I come in, and we can provide classes with, there's so many new chefs in the area, so many
Right.
new restaurants in the area, and I want the chefs to come and teach, to raise some money to teach those classes for, especially kids. in
Right,
our
and
area.
I'll probably be doing a canning class there.
Nice,
I love to
nice.
can and preserve. That's one of the things I love to do, because my mother really, I didn't like doing it back in the day, but you kind of turn into your parents as you
Right.
get older.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly, that's right.
So you have a very extensive background. Why don't you shed some light on that background?
I do. Goodness. Well, I've been in the business a long time. Too many years that I care to talk about. But I really started in a cooking school. My mom had a restaurant when I was growing up, and so I was in the food business. Went through college, worked in restaurants. But the key to my kind of educational piece was her best friend owned a cooking school where chefs from all over the world would come and teach. And so I had the great opportunity
That's
to
wonderful.
work. Oh
to-
boy!
I mean, you just
I fell into it,
Right,
honestly. It
right.
was so great. And my husband's funny because I was like, I don't really want to do that. I was young in my 20s, and he was like, come on, just do it. Just go. She just needs your help. And so I
Right.
finally did, and then it ended up being the best thing ever. So that's kind of where my education started. And I've been in this business mostly in health and nutrition from the very beginning. I worked for a professional golfer for 8 years and traveled with him. I worked for professional football players.
The Falcons.
The Falcons,
Yeah.
yep. Sports nutrition has kind of been my thing for the last 10, 15 years. But I did semi-retire in 2019 with COVID, and when COVID came, and then I'll just continue to do catering and things like that. But now I'm back at the food bank, and I'm super excited about it.
when you're doing what you love,
Yeah.
it's not work. And
That's
that's how I look at it for me.
Right.
Because I love just growing things. I love cooking. I love just getting my hands dirty.
Well, you've had some excitement in the last year.
Yeah, a little bit, just a little bit.
That's
I was
great.
inducted in the Hall of Fame for agriculture.
Amazing.
But that is so much about, again, those farmers and being connected, that I'm just humbled and grateful for that opportunity to keep helping them tell their story.
Well, there's so many great small farms around. We are so lucky because at the food bank too, we have the Clayton Farmers Market there in the parking lot from May to October, and so that's a great opportunity for the local farmers to come and sell their stuff and show what they're growing. And
Yeah,
really
it's
great.
just another avenue and a channel that people need to be aware of, and they definitely need to be aware of what you're doing. I'm going to be a part of that
Yes,
for
I hope so.
sure, because I feel like that's I'm so connected with what you do, Inger, and I really hope you do well with it. And Inger, we just enjoyed a beautiful meal at Arrows Farm. Beautiful setting. It was great. You did some soup that I was just I just thought it was really good. What was the name of that soup?
Well, I don't really know what the name of it was, but it was. So just a little backstory. I went on Friday before the dinner on Saturday to see what I was going to be cooking with. I
Right.
had no idea. I had no recipes, no idea, no menu, and so they had the most beautiful collard greens and some wonderful pork sausage from Anderson Farm. And so I made a collard green, black-eyed pea, and pork sausage soup, and it was delicious. And we used the onions and the garlic from the farm, and I mean, it was just amazing.
Again, she's using everything coming from that farm, and Matt Anderson has some of the best sausage and beef ever. I get his pork. It's Berkshire pork, and I love it. And so, yeah, you keep on doing amazing things to promote this farm to table movement. That's what it's all about. The new year is a reset on what you put in your body.
Right. And nutrition is very important. We were just talking about that. It's so important to know what you're eating and what you're putting in, because it is. And that kind of leads me to another little thing that we're doing at the food bank, which is super exciting. We're going to start a food as medicine initiative. And
Oh, wow.
that is really exciting to me. And just because I've been in nutrition for so long, I'm not a nutritionist, but I am in the nutritional.
You know
end of
what's good
food.
for you. And
That's
I'm not a
right.
nutritionist, and I never want to claim that I
Right.
am, but I know what's good
Right.
and how it helps, and that to further educate people is wonderful.
It is. It's wonderful. And it's
Yeah.
just a great opportunity to utilize the farmers that are in our area, make them known, let people in the community know that they can get great farm fresh ingredients, just freshly picked like we did for the dinner.
Right,
So
right.
that was really nice. Yep.
Yeah. Well, Inger, thank you so much for coming on the show. And there's other things, one more thing you might want to let the audience know. I think it's that chef-driven dinners.
Chef-driven dinners. We are working on that right now. Thank you for bringing that up. I am planning a program for the year, actually, to have chef-driven dinners. And people can come. The chefs will choose what they'd like to teach, and people can come and actually cook with them. So it's cooking with your favorite chef is what it's going to be called. And so we're excited about that. And if you're interested in classes at all, or want to know more about what we're doing, you can contact me at the Food Bank of Northeast Georgia. And I'm in Clayton most of the time in my office or in the teaching kitchen, so you can drop by anytime and we'll just talk about it, and I can tell you everything I know.
Well, thank you. And I know it's going to be well worth your time and mine and everybody that gets involved with this program, because it is a new year. So let's kick it off right. Thank you
Awesome.
for coming on
Thank
the
you
show.
so much. Thanks for having me. This was great.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Did you know Ingalls only sells USDA Choice and Prime cuts of meat? Maybe it's time to reward yourself. Our butchers cut all our meat fresh in the store every day. Grass-fed, organic, you name it. Not only that, we'll even cut it to order just the way you like it. And we grind meat fresh in the store multiple times a day. It's all in the bag. That's the best meat in town for the best folks in town. Ingalls. Low prices. Love the savings.
Welcome back, and I'm so excited. We've got our Ingalls celebrity chefs, Deborah Adams from Table for Two, and her daughter, Jasmine Queen. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
It's a
Thanks
new
for having
year,
us.
and look at
Yeah.
this. You guys are doing what's in season.
I know,
I can't
I
wait.
know.
I normally do it, but I wanted to get your spin on the collards, the kale. So tell us what you're doing.
We have a lot of greens here today.
You do. I mean, my whole kitchen has exploded, and I love it.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're just going to kind of talk about the different greens you can get right now and what you can do with those to help incorporate some healthiness into your life, right? It's a new year.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And start off on the right foot for the new year.
Exactly.
Well, as I say, it's not about changing and going on all these fad diets.
No.
It's about what you eat, right?
Right. And you don't have to eat every single meal as greens. You
Right.
know, but you can incorporate those in something you already eat to make it healthy.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let's go. Let's see what it is.
All right. Well, I'm making a soup over here because, of course, you can always add greens to
Right.
soup, right?
Any green.
Any green. It literally any kind of green. So
Right.
I have some sausage in here that's already
That
cooked.
smells good.
I know. I'm going to add some of these pre-diced celery and onions from
From
Ingalls.
Ingalls.
And then we're gonna add some carrots. I kind of pre-cooked those a little bit too, but we're just adding lots of veggies in here with the sausage. So I'm gonna kind of start sauteing this while Mom has the star of the show today.
This is
collards,
the star,
oh, and-
the turnip greens.
Yeah.
We got the turnip greens. And I have taken the stems out of the greens and cut those up into bite-sized pieces because I really don't like them still connected to the leaves, and that's just a personal preference.
I don't either.
But they do cook up well. So I'm going to put these in a little olive oil, and we're going to saute those until they soften up just a little bit.
Okay.
And you want to coat them in oil, but you don't want them covered in the oil. Just enough to give them that extra little EVOO flavor.
Exactly. You get all this at the produce department at Ingles.
Absolutely.
And I love it.
And this is so simple, and we're keeping it clean. There's nothing but greens, broth, and some paprika. And I don't usually, we need to cook those down just a little bit. I don't usually.
Here, let me help.
Okay.
I'll be your sous chef today. Yeah.
I don't
Here we go.
usually put any salt in these because they actually do have natural sodium.
Right, right.
So,
You're right.
Taste of them before you add any further seasoning as far as salt.
Okay.
And you might want to put some onion powder. That's another flavor
Uh-huh.
to add. But I'm going to put some garlic in here too.
I just put garlic in mine, so we're just gonna garlic
You know,
it up.
as you do that, I'm going to emphasize the Ingles Table magazine. It
There
is
we
at
go.
your local Ingles department, the deli department. You'll find it. It's free. We have you Table for Two. That's Deborah Adams here.
Yes.
Table for Two, and she has a cranberry chicken recipe. And tell us why it's Table for Two.
I did a little research and I found out that there are a lot of empty nesters in our southeastern United States because we have beautiful states, we have beautiful weather.
People retiring, right?
Love
And they
to
come up to the
retire.
Northeast Georgia mountains.
Right,
So-
that's where they
right.
want to be.
And most recipes are for at least 4 people, and some of them are for 6 because there's lots of people with children.
Right.
But I decided that we needed a table for 2 so we didn't overbuy groceries, let them go bad, you're losing money. And these are all simple, healthy, easy.
Well, you know, there's something for everybody in this magazine.
There
This is
is.
a lot of holiday recipes, but everyday recipes. You can make them every day as well. So make sure you get by the Ingles Deli Department to get yours free. So back to what we're doing here. Okay.
I'm still just sauteing these down.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and add my garlic now.
Oh, wow.
You
Garlic makes everything good.
Right.
You can add it at first, but you can also add it before you put your broth in.
Right.
I knew I was going to have this heated up a little high, so
Right.
I really didn't want to burn
It smells so
burn
good.
it.
My kitchen's gonna smell great. Yeah.
I'm just over here making soup. So I put some diced tomatoes in,
Okay.
some garlic, some chicken broth. I'm gonna add some northern beans, and then
Beans
we're
are-
gonna add some of Abby J's hot sauce.
Give it
It's
a
gonna
kick.
make it right.
To
It's
make,
gonna make
elevate
it.
that flavor.
But
Yeah.
we brought different kinds of greens today, just to kind of maybe talk about what all you can do with
Right,
greens, right?
right.
Because people think greens and you think, oh, salad. Well,
Right.
there's so many more things that you can do with these that aren't just a salad.
Right, right.
So I brought some kale today because I love kale chips.
Oh, that's
I am obsessed with kale chips. So instead of potato chips, get some kale. You have to really massage it with some tahini.
okay.
Okay, and then you can put whatever seasoning you want on it. I love to make like Mexican kale chips, salt and vinegar kale
Oh,
chips.
that sounds
Just so
wonderful.
many different options, and you just kind of put it in the oven,
Well,
let
look
it
at-
crisp up.
Yeah, that gives you such a good alternative than
Right.
potato chips.
Right,
And
but
people-
you still get that crunch.
Right.
That you like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the flavor.
And the flavor,
Right.
but you're getting your greens in. So
Perfect,
win-win
perfect.
for that one.
Yeah.
And then we also brought collards. So I don't know what you guys like to do with your collards, but I like to use mine instead of a tortilla, use it as a wrap.
Oh, wow. So let's take one and
Mm-hmm.
show the audience. See, the wrap, you can just wrap it right up.
Yes.
It's like a lettuce wrap.
Yes.
Same thing,
Yep.
but it's a better way to eat. Just
Yeah.
a better way to eat. And I know you wanted to do this.
I
You want
love
to tell them how to
I
do
love
it?
to do
You, when you are doing your collards, you've got to what?
You need to take this center stem out because, especially collards, not necessarily turnip greens and maybe not kale, but these are really stiff. So I always like to just pull that center part out. And you can do this with a knife, it's a little bit neater. But once you get that center part out, you can still
Yeah, there you go.
use
There you have it.
Use it to roll up.
Yeah, and what I like to do is I like to do it just like this. You just roll, roll,
There
roll,
you go.
roll, and then you cut, cut, cut.
There you
And
go.
there you
Voila.
have it. Voila.
Voila. And that was easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah, but you can really incorporate greens, and you're making spaghetti. Throw some spinach in there. You know, like just
Absolutely.
really anything.
Make it nutritious and,
Yes.
and get that nutrition for you in the you know, winter, January is cold,
Yeah.
so you need all this in your system
You do.
to help your system.
You have your vitamin A, your vitamin C, your vitamin K, you've got magnesium, you've got all the minerals and all the vitamins that you need for a day in one serving in a lot of these things.
yeah.
Yeah. So the last part here is putting the greens in the soup.
Yeah,
right?
so we're gonna put the greens in the soup. I
Okay.
mean, this soup is good
Now,
anyway.
I've
but
put
yeah,
a little,
yeah.
I put a little broth in there. You can use chicken broth or you can use vegetable broth. And I'm going to top it off with a little smoked paprika
Okay.
to
Yum.
give it that little smoky, just a hint.
More
of heat,
flavor.
just a hint of heat in that. And if you want it hotter, serve it up with some hot peppers.
That's what I would do.
My uncle's favorite. He loves hot peppers with his turnip greens. And
Okay.
a lot of people like just apple cider vinegar.
Yeah.
So here
Okay.
we go. What are we going to do with these
Let's put
greens?
those in the soup.
Let's do.
Do you have tongs over there? Can you get those?
I do.
Here, I can kind of move this a little
Here,
bit
I'll
closer
step
to
back.
you.
I'll step
I'll
back
move it
and
a
let
little
the
bit
party
closer,
begin,
right?
right? This is like a soup night party night.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. When it's cold, just sometimes all I want is just soup.
Something more.
You know, but
Right.
like you want to feel like you're feeding your body what it needs. So when you start
Right.
adding these greens to a soup,
Well, the bone broth I made earlier,
Oh,
make
yeah.
the original bone broth. If not, get the Laurel Lynn. And
Uh-huh.
then, I mean, we both are thinking the same.
we are.
aren't
Yeah, we are. We are. We like
Yeah.
to use what's in season. So
Yeah.
that's definitely what's in season for sure.
Okay, well, we're going to get this all together. We'll be right back to show you what it looks like. Welcome back, and this looks amazing. Deborah, Jasmine, you've knocked it out of the park.
Thank
I
you.
Love it, with the collards and the kale. It can be more healthier and a great way to start the new year.
Yes,
It is.
that's right.
Yes.
We wish you all a happy new year. I want to thank you
Thank
and
you.
Jasmine for coming on the show.
Thank you.
And also Inger Smith for coming on and talking about the Northeast Georgia Food Bank. We wish you all a happy, New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.